Now, moving back to pro wrestling a little bit, there's a lot of people in AEW that you've worked with before, but there's also a lot of people that you've never faced before. So I'm kind of curious, do you have a wish list of people that you're looking forward to getting in the ring with for the first time?
Yes, I do. Of course I do. I mean, and on top of that list is Bryan Danielson.
Yes, of course.
If that's still a possibility, if that's still something that can happen within the next few years, that is definitely very, very high on the list for me. But of course, like there's a lot of obvious ones. I'd love to mix it up with Hangman Page, who's doing absolutely fantastic. One of my favorite performers there right now. I would love to mix it up with MJF. I think the kind of wrestling and the kind of program that he does better than anybody. And I haven't really had the chance to go and do that with someone who does it as well as he does. So I think that'd be technically a great learning opportunity for me, but also a great chance to showcase the other side of Speedball Mike Bailey that people might not have seen as much.
So that actually kind of leads into something I wanted to ask you. So when I found out that I would be interviewing you, I asked people, is there anything you want to know? And somebody did actually want to know let me pull this up to make sure I actually know what they asked. Well, somebody wants to know how you're doing in Bellatrix, for one.
So, okay, it's getting very difficult. It's a grind. I'm on the last difficulty with almost all of my decks. Though I haven't had time to play as much, and by time to play, I mean I haven't had the 12 hours a day that I can spend on it while watching pro wrestling that I did over the last couple months. But Bellatrix's a grind, man. I'm working hard at it.
All right, so the person asked,
do you know Bellatrix? Are you familiar with that at all?
I've never played it, but I know what it is, and I have friends who are addicted to it and tell me,
Okay,
like,
good.
they warn me, they're like, don't start playing, you will get addicted to it, and it'll take over your life.
It's so hard, it's so difficult, because it gives you the illusion that you're able to still be productive while playing Bellatrix, but that's a lie, you're just playing Bellatrix.
So what this person wanted to know was, as an AEW fan, if somebody isn't quite familiar with you, what should they know about Mike Bailey coming into the company?
I wish that they didn't know anything at all.
Really?
Yeah, honestly, that is my favorite place to be. That has been my bread and butter. And over, like, being on television in the U.S. and getting more famous, that's been the hardest part. But I want people to see me with no expectations. I want people to see me with bowing, smiling, with a mouth guard, probably undersized for a pro wrestler, and think, what the hell is this guy gonna do? And then the match starts, and I'm throwing crazy spin kicks at people's heads, and they're like, oh, there we go. That is my favorite place to be.
Awesome.